Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Yogesh Sojitra. Please watch this video till end and you can like and subscribe too. Today we are going to learn the passive voice part 2. In the previous video we have learned the two types of the change in the passive voice with their charts. But now in this video we will understand the passive voice of 6 types of the sentences. Here they are. Let's start. The first sentence is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence means affirmative sentence and negative sentence. Here is an example. He plays chess is an affirmative sentence and he does not play chess is a negative sentence. How do we turn the active voice into passive voice? Then we have to remember, I have told you in the previous video that we have to do 2 types of the change while turning the passive voice into the passive voice. The first is change of pronoun, means replacement of the subject and object, and the other is change in the verb. So here is, listen, he is the subject, chess is the object. So we do the replacement of those 2 words. Chess we have put in the place of subject and he is put in the place of object followed by preposition. So this is the first change that we do. And the second change is change in verb. The passive voice of play is played. So I have written here is played. So whenever you are going to make or turn into the passive voice, you have to remember that you have to do only the 2 changes. The first of the replacement of subject and object, and the other is change in verb. Here is another example. He does not play chess. What do we do first? First of all, we will do the replacement of subject and object. So chess is written here in the place of subject and he is written here in the place of object, followed by preposition. Then what did we write? Instead of does, we write is. Not, and play, instead of play, we write here the V3 of play. We have to remember first thing that when we are going to turn the passive voice of the negative and the interrogative sentence, at that time do and does becomes emisa and did becomes was were. That we have to remember. Okay. So this is the assertive sentence and these are their illustrations, examples. Now the second is interrogative sentence. Here is also in all types of the sentences there are only 2 types of the change. The change in the pronoun means replacement of subject object and the other is verb change. That we have to remember. Look here the first example. Do you play chess? Is a simple question. What did we do? You is the subject, but we have written here in the place of object followed by preposition. And chess is the object, but is written here in place of subject. Okay, this is the first change that we have done. Now the second change is the change of verb. Here is written in place of do, and play, the V3 of play is written in place of play. Okay, so it becomes is chess played by you. So it is easily you can understand how any sentence we can make into the passive voice. Only the 2 types of changes we have to remember. Another example, look here. This is the interrogative sentence without WH interrogative pronoun, and this is with the WH interrogative pronoun. The same theory. When do you play chess? Then what do we do? We write when instead of when, is instead of do, chess instead of you because it is the object, play V3 of play instead of play, and by you instead of chess because it is the subject. What did we do? You and chess is replaced here and verb is changed. The 2 types of the changes has been performed. Let us start with the sentence of what and who. We have to remember that the sentence that starts with the what, the interrogative pronoun, has no object. And the sentence that starts with the who, interrogative pronoun, they have no subject. So in the sentence of what, the first change, the replacement of the subject and object, we cannot do because there is no object in this sentence, in the sentence of what. So listen here, what do we do? First of all, write what instead of what. Is placed in place of do. Now we will not write anything instead of you. Why? Because here is no object. So we will write the play with your play instead of play, and you will be written here in the last in the place of object followed by preposition. I think you have got that. The second is who. The sentence starts with the who plays chess. First of all, we have to write by whom in place of who. Then the passive voice of the place is played. Now chess is the object in this sentence, in the active sentence. So we have to put in the place of subject in the passive. So we will write here in between the is and play, means after the helping verb, and here is that's the helping verb. So I think you understand both the sentence. How do we make the passive of the what and who? That we want to type of the sentence, and that there is imperative sentence. The word change of the imperative sentence is play is the active, then it becomes be played. Be plus V3 is the passive of this sentence. Now listen. We can make any imperative sentences into passive with two ways that I have shown you. The first is example. Please play chess. The first sentence, the first way is start with the let. In the imperative sentence, we have to use let. Then what comes? Then comes the object. So we will write here chess. Then what we have to write? The word. Be played is the passive voice of the play. So I have written here be played. And then by you, that we have to place, that we have to put. So we have to write everywhere by you in this type of the sentence. The another way of making the imperative sentence into passive is this: you are requested to, like this, you are ordered to, you are suggested to, you are advised to. This all the phrases are used to make it passive. As I have used here. The sentence is please play chess. So here is written place. So please. So I have used you are requested to. Play chess. I have written here play chess. So this is also the passive voice of imperative sentence. But the difference is that when there is no object in the sentence, we cannot make the passive voice of imperative sentence with the use of the let, because object is essential in the let passive voice. This is the another example. Saying loudly please. Now we cannot make this sentence passive with the use of the let because here is no object. But we can write here you are requested to, you are ordered to, as it is please is written here, we can write you are requested to. Sing loudly, we have written here last. You are requested to sing loudly. So this becomes the passive. Then in the negative sentence, if it is the negative sentence, don't play chess. Then first of all, if you want to start with the let, you will write here let. Then comes object, chess is the object. Then it is the negative, so we will write here not. And then the word, be played in place of play. So the sentence becomes, let chess not be played. In the same way, don't play chess can be an order also. So we can write, you are ordered not to play chess. Okay? So these are the examples, the illustrations of the imperative sentence. Now the fourth sentence is let. If the sentence is imperative, we can start with the let. But if the sentence is start with the let, how can we make it the passive of let? Then here is an example. The verb of let is play becomes be played. Now see, let him play chess. Then what we have to do? We have to change the subject object. that we have to do. This is the first replacement of the subject and object. Let, we have to write instead of let. Him and chess are replaced. I written here chess and written here by him instead of chess. And then change in verb. Be played is the passive of play. So the sentence becomes let chess be played by him. In the same way, if it is the negative sentence, let him not play chess, the him and chess, that we have to change. We have to write let instead of that. Him and chess are replaced. Not becomes not. Be played is the passive voice of play. So the sentence becomes let chess not be played by him. Now the fifth type of the sentence is infinitive. The verb in the active is to play and the passive is to be played. Here is an example. I am to play chess. Means I am going to play chess. Subject is I, object is chess. So they are replaced. Here it is chess is written. Here by me is written. Now verb change. We have written here is because the subject is chess. To play, we have written to be played. So the sentence becomes chess is to be played by me. This way we can make the sentence of the infinitive into passive. Now the another thing that we have to remember here, that in the adverb clause of reserve, the to conjunction to and enough, the sentences of to and enough are also changed this way. Here is an example. This poem is too long to understand. The passive voice becomes this poem is too long to be understood. So here is no replacement of the subject and object. Only we have to change the verb where the verb is. To be understood, we have to place instead of to understand. In the enough, in the sentence of enough also we have to change that. Now comes the sixth type of the sentence, and that is participle. The first is present participle. The verb is playing in active, being played in passive. The example, completing my homework, I went to bed. Now, I went to bed has no object, so we will not make the passive of that sentence. But my homework is an object, so we will write in the first, my homework, completing becomes being completed. And I went to bed. So my homework being completed, I went to bed. This is the example of the present participle, active and passive. Having played is the active, having been played is the passive one. Now here is the example, having played chess, we went to bed. So the same way, we went to bed has no object, so we can't make the passive of we went to bed. Here, chess is the object, so we write here first, and having played becomes having been played. So the sentence becomes chess having been played, we went to bed. This is the passive of the perfect participle. Okay.